And good evening. I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman. Our live team coverage continues of a powerful winter storm that's really impacting about 3/4 of the country. We're going to check in with meteorologist Sean Ash in just a second, but I want to get you caught up on where the heavy snow is falling right now. So we're just at the top of the hour, just after 7 p.m. Pockets of heavy snow near the Spencer area up toward Cloverdale, back west to Clay City. We are south of Indianapolis, by the way. Here is 31 and Interstate 65 coming out of Johnson County headed toward Columbus. Pockets of heavy snow back west into the Nashville area. Snow has made its way into Shelbyville, Carthage, and Knightstown. Again, heavy at times. We've got snow covering all of Marion County, and we've got lots of slide-offs, lots of incidents happening because of road conditions changing so rapidly this evening. Elwood, we have snow. Frankton, here's Interstate 69, so just be weather aware. The snow is falling, and it is heavy at times. Over toward Muncie, into Parker City, south to Mount Pleasant, Newcastle in our eastern viewing area. In our last local stop, snow not quite as heavy across the northwestern part of the state, but road conditions, boy, oh boy, have they changed. We did 2.5 hours of news from 4 to 6:30, and at 4 o'clock, roads were wet, rain was falling, and in that 2.5 hours, it changed dramatically, and we saw the wet roads change to icy and snow-covered roads, and we're still picking up on that, and those road conditions at this point are only going to get worse because temperatures continue to fall, snow continues to fall, and the winds are starting to increase. Again, with this powerful winter storm. We're in the middle of it now, and the winter storm warning continues all the way through 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. How much snow are we expecting? Widespread 3 to 6 inch totals. May get some higher totals off to the east and southeast, so we'll continue to monitor. Although I've had several viewers already say it's kind of difficult to measure the snow because it is so windy. That will definitely be the case with this storm in particular. It's going to be very hard to get an accurate snowfall total simply because of the strong winds, and those winds may gust 50, maybe even higher miles per hour as we head through the next 24 hours or so. Futuretrack 13 shows the snow continuing to fall through 11 o'clock tonight through 1 a.m. does start to lighten up just a little bit as we get into the early part of Friday. Friday, by the way, 4 a.m. our sunrise team will also have complete team coverage, some extra coverage for you just to help you start your Friday, just in case you are going to work or have some travel plans to do. This is a large storm system having an impact across the country, from travel delays at the airport, cancellations for flights. And if you're traveling by car, you just need to make sure you're prepared. Have a winter weather kit, blanket, water, extra snacks, a fully charged cell phone, an extra charger that might be helpful, backup charger for your phone, a full tank of gas, and just allow some extra time. Meteorologist Sean Ash is joining us from the newsroom. You've been monitoring some incidents on roadways with the crashes and the road conditions just getting horrible out there.
Yeah, I know, and yeah, just don't see it improving because we haven't even gotten into the core of the coldest air, and that arrives overnight into Friday morning. I will tell you, so we got our traffic cameras up here. The one behind me, this is our east camp, so this is 465 and 70 there. Slow but going, and then as we get over into this is 465 northbound at 56th Street. You can see the jackknife semi there, so that's closed, and it's one of many incidents, as you mentioned. We'll come back out. We'll show you the vantage point as we look south from the studios here, and you can see slow and go. And we'll go from that. We'll show you. You can kind of see the visibility is beginning to drop just a little bit. These are the incident reports, and not all of them, but it's just getting much slower. And I suspect here in the course of the next couple of hours, this is going to turn into mostly red. Okay, it's 8 right now in Greencastle. So I kept saying the coldest is yet to come. 13 in Indy, 33 in Rushville. So that is going to continue to get worse because of the cold air that's coming in. In addition to that, the wind chill temperatures are a story as well. And the worst for this is yet to come, but we're already sub-zero on a wind chill in Indy. You can see what's going on back into Terre Haute and Lafayette. This is what the map's going to look like tomorrow morning. Okay, so we've got a long way to go. Once we hit to about 30, 40 below zero, we're going to hover there probably a good 8 to 12 hours. Tomorrow is going to be a brutal, brutal day. The longest stretch of that kind of wind chill we've had since 2014. As I mentioned, it does not move much at all tomorrow, and temperatures tomorrow are going to struggle to hit about zero. Okay, here's wind gust, because that's a big part of the plan. It's going to keep the visibilities low, and at times we will have blizzard conditions. Doesn't mean we're going to have a blizzard, but at times we will. We'll have the blowing and falling snow. We'll have 35 plus sustained wind and visibilities of about a quarter mile or less. So it is going to be tough travel conditions. When will it break? Well, show you Futuretrack 13 with the wind gust forecast. We'll get into tomorrow afternoon. The winds are going to get worse. I think we're probably going to get some 50 plus mile per hour gust. And until this system moves out second half of the weekend, it looks much better as we get into Christmas Day. But this is Saturday, so this is Christmas Eve. We still have gusts over 30, so whatever accumulates is still going to be blowing and drifting around. Long night. Tomorrow's going to be long. Problem with tomorrow is that now that we're getting that glaze, we're just not going to be able to remove it until we get to the warm-up, Angela, the middle part of next week. So buckle up, friends. We still got a ways to go here.
We do. As you pointed out, Sean, this really is just the beginning. Just in case you're curious, he mentioned we do start to thaw out a little bit, but that doesn't happen until next week. And that glaze, everything that was wet earlier today has turned to ice, and it's going to be very difficult to get rid of. So travel conditions going to be really rough all the way through the holiday weekend. But this is your 7-day forecast, and stay with us. We'll continue to bring you some live updates this evening and full team coverage on Channel 13 at 11.